Welcome to our Ayurveda talk and practice afterwards. Happy Martin Luther King Day. So today we're going to talk a little bit about some of the digestive issues that come up with people. And when people get stressed, it's going to affect digestion oftentimes, but there's a lot of ways that it can affect it. And we are going to address heartburn and stomach acidity. I'm having a lot more people showing up right now with those digestive issues, even though we are in winter time. So if you are experiencing heartburn or those stomach acid issues, it's really a very easy fix with Ayurveda. Ayurveda has some very simple treatments for you. So I want to just mention, though, that when I was growing up, my dad, he was a very high Pitta individual. And remember, Pitta is the fire element, ruled by the fire element. And he would come home every day from work, and I remember he would have an Alka-Seltzer. And the, Alka-Seltzer every single night because he was stressed, and that stress compounded with his diet and lifestyle. And then he would get this really bad heartburn from the stress. And so he would take an Alka-Seltzer every single day, every day for years. Now, that then became a bigger problem later on, and then he ended up dying young in his 60s from a Pitta issue. So it's so important that we address these, we think, minor issues, but all diseases start from a little minor issue. And we don't take care of it and deal with it at the root cause, and then it moves deeper into our tissues and impacts other symptoms. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about that. Heartburn, stomach acidity. It's very, very simple remedies. One of the number one things you could do is use aloe vera. I really like, if you're going to get aloe vera juice, the aloe vera juice that I usually recommend to people is George's aloe vera. I know that Sprouts grocery store carries it or used to carry it, and I like it because aloe vera juice, some of them are really strong and hard to ingest. The George's aloe vera tastes like water. I love it. Or you can do aloe vera gel. Or even just, you can do, if you do the gel, like the aloe vera plant itself, you just do a couple tablespoons. And then you're going to take a pinch of baking soda with the gel. And this will, you ingest that, and then that's instantly soothing for heartburn. Okay? Or you just drink the aloe vera juice. Don't overdo it. You just want to have one when you're experiencing those symptoms, that's when you drink it. Okay, so a natural effervescence. So if you like effervescence, which is like an Alka-Seltzer, you remember the commercial, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Okay, so that's the old style. Those are over-the-counter medications. We want to get away from that. Those are not natural. So if you want a natural one, though, you take a cup of warm water or room temperature, add 10 drops of lime juice, organic sugar, about a half a teaspoon, and then a quarter teaspoon of baking soda. And you put that in the cup, and then you drink that, and it will neutralize the heartburn and the stomach acidity. Papaya juice is also known as helping to reduce acidity, hyperacidity, and also indigestion. You could drink a cup of papaya juice and just a couple pinches of cardamom to that also will help. Remember, cardamom is a digestive. If you're pregnant, though, you shouldn't eat papayas. Just FYI, that's just a little caution. papayas are off limits if you are pregnant because it contains, it's really high in estrogen. So if you're needing estrogen, papaya might be a great way to naturally get that. And also, you want to definitely shift over to a pitta pacifying diet. What does that mean? Remember, in Ayurveda, we don't just look at food, we look at how food lands on a scale from cold, neutral to hot. Okay, so when somebody's dealing with heartburn, a heat condition, that means you want to move them down that scale. So they're going to move down the scale to neutral, cooler foods. What does that mean? It means they're metabolizing cool. So what are those kinds of foods? Like cucumbers, sweet apples, basmati rice. So things that are not spicy, cilantro. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're eating foods that are actually pulling out heat from our tissues. So you move down that. If you don't know what that is, then reach out to me, get a consultation. I could help you with that. And stay away from the spicy, hot foods. You have to do it when you're dealing with heartburn. And also the nightshades. So that's like tomatoes, can't have them. Tomatoes, onions, garlic, eggplant, peppers, bell peppers, can't have them. They're nightshades. They will increase heat. Okay. All right. Now, you also cannot have fermented foods. Those are sour. Those are metabolizing sour. Sour and salty foods increase heat and indigestion, heartburn. Okay. Stomach acidity will increase. So you stay away from those. And then also another thing you could do is the cooling breath. Remember what the cooling breath is? You inhale through the nose, right? And then what you're going to do is swallow, and then you exhale out the mouth. That's one variation. Or you curl your tongue, inhale through your tongue, cool air, swallow it, exhale out the mouth. Okay, remember rounding the tongue is bringing in the cool air. So cool air in, swallow, and then exhale. All right, so that's your cooling breath, which will help reduce excess heat in the body in general and in your tissues. By the way, it also helps with stimulating digestion. Okay, so those are the things that we can do for heartburn and stomach acidity. And a lot of times stress is a big contributor to that, not just heated foods and spicy foods. Stress is a definite contributor. Okay, it was for my dad at least. Okay, all right. So let's now move on to our practice and get going with that.